Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for the week of May 9th. This week we're gonna just jump right in here. Sorry, I'm not used to this. Capricorn being having everything set up differently. But anyway, we're just gonna jump right in here and see what is going on for you at this time. You have the Chariot. I like that. Your reading is really good, actually. Much better than, I wouldn't say the readings have been bad, but there have just been like random, challenges that have pretty much come up for everyone. And your reading is much different, so I like to see that. That's definitely a good thing. Let's see here. You start with this, dear spirit says, bring a gentle touch. I wanted to come out with this chameleon spirit, which I love, which says act as if. I think that acting as if you already have, do, or are something that you want to be is probably one of the most powerful ways to, get what you want in life. So I'm a big fan of acting as if you already have something, probably something that you've been dreaming of. You have the Seven of Cups here. So you have the High Priestess, Two of Swords, and Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups, I love the Seven of Cups. She's not pointing to a cup, but she's pointing to a star. And I don't know why I won't focus, but that's fine, whatever. She's pointing to one star. She's pointing to one thing that she wants to make happen in her life. Normally on the Seven of Cups, there are like good things and bad things in the cups. And I feel for a lot of you that you're focusing on like one big goal or something that you want to accomplish. The Two of Swords is about just needing to see that there are other ways that you can accomplish what you want to accomplish. It's like sometimes with the Two of Swords, I feel like we get too stuck on thinking that things have to go one way or the other when they really don't. We just have to open up to the multiple ways of doing things, basically, and we will be successful with the Two of Swords. But the Two of Swords can kind of say you've been doing things the same for too long. The High Priestess can represent needing to trust your intuition. So I feel like your intuition is guiding you. My problem is this, the High Priestess, Chariot, Ten of Swords. It's like your intuition might be telling you some way to accomplish your goal, but your brain is saying, no, it can't work like that, or no, you can't do it like that. So we have to get away from that Ten of Swords thinking, I think, which is logical, being too logical almost. And it's also a card of something, it doesn't really represent thinking. It's a card of something being dead, done, over with. But I feel you need to kind of realize that, if you're trying, especially with the Ten of Swords, if you're trying to compare yourself to other people, like if you're working towards a goal and you're thinking, oh, it has to go this way because that's how it works for everyone. It's like, no, it could work totally different. There are a million ways to do the things you want to do. A lot of the readings have been talking about that for like the past week or so. And I really feel the universe is just trying to get people to open up to true abundant thinking, which is, we can attract whatever we want in a million different ways. We just have to be open to doing it. Next, you have this exchange gifts card. I do feel like giving, is kind of one of the most powerful things that you can do at this time, and I feel like giving or putting out effort is going to be extremely spiritually profitable for you. Those are the words that I'm getting here. It could literally be financially, but it could be also the, you put things out into the universe, you receive an equal amount or more of what you put out. So I kind of feel like if you're sharing, if you're giving of your time, effort, energy in any situation, you are going to be receiving as well very quickly is what I'm getting here. You have the Chariot, the Ace of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. I do feel there's like a major need to focus on this right here, the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is something that inspires you. It is your desire. It can be a really good card for love. And there's definitely love here. You have the Two of Cups over here. So for some of you, I feel like there could be love coming in. But really, I feel like this is talking about desire. I feel like it's saying that you desire certain things in your life. And I feel you really need to make them happen. Normally, on the Ace of Wands, there is a castle that is crumbling in the background, and it kind of represents in with the new, out with the old. And I feel that energy for you here. Even on the Chariot, traditionally, the Chariot driver is driving away from a city that is in the background. He is leaving behind what he's always known. He doesn't really know where he's going, but he is trusting. Normally, there are the two sphinxes in the front of the Chariot. The two sphinxes represent like mystery, but they also represent the universe. The universe is guiding him. If you notice on a traditional Chariot card, there's nothing attaching those sphinxes to the Chariot. It kind of it's meant to represent the fact that, again, he's trusting that the universe knows best. He's trusting that the universe knows exactly like what direction to take him in, where to bring him, and all that other good stuff. And I feel like that's what you need to focus on with the Chariot, is like the fact that the universe knows where to bring you. You have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is a card of clarity. She doesn't have, normally she only has clouds like halfway up her body, and it represents the fact that she finally sees things clearly for the first time. She finally understands like the truth and what direction that she needs to take her life in and all that other stuff. She's looking over at this Four of Cups. Four of Cups has been a very common energy right now, and it seems to be like a collective energy. There are like 2 or 3 collective energies that have been popping up like crazy. I've never had like a year of readings where the readings are so similar collective energy wise. Like I've said to everyone else, I feel like we're being funneled to this like funnel point. We're about to be birthed out into a new world. So it's like the energy is very like much the same because we're all being pushed to a point. And the Four of Cups is like about manifesting steps sometimes. It's a card of like, it can be a card of disappointments. It's a card of contemplation and apathy and all that other stuff. But to me, it's like saying you actually are manifesting what you want, but you're just manifesting the ingredients. You're manifesting the steps. Then you have to be the one to take the steps. Next, you have this peace card. I feel like protecting your peace is going to be like just very important at this time. Even to the point where it's like I feel like some of you need to look at the things that you're doing, and if they're not bringing you peace, I feel like you need to do something else, stop, or make a change, is what this card is saying. So I really feel that on a very deep level with this peace card. I don't really feel like it's necessarily talking about this card is about being at peace, doing things like meditation or whatever to bring more peace into your life. But that's not the feeling I get here. I get more a feeling of needing to make sure that there aren't things that interrupt your peace. It's like sometimes, it's kind of like a hard thing to express, but what I'd say is like sometimes I think we ruin our own abundance, for example. It's like, we need a job, we need a business or something to make us money. But it's like if you're doing something that you don't like doing, then you're not going to make as much money. But so the solution is to quit and do something else. But because we need money, it's like we can't just quit. We have to keep doing it so that we can support ourselves. It's like, I think this is how we get into some of these like messes that we get into. People always ask me like, what do I do if I'm in that situation where I have a job that I hate? I have a job that I just want to leave. I have a job that's dead, done, over with. I know I need to get away from it. And I always say, the best thing you can do, because I think it's ridiculous that, some law of attraction teachers are like, oh, just quit and, trust that, the net is going to appear, right? I'm more realistic than that. I say what you have to do is you have to make the best of it, the best out of the situation for now and start and be open to other things. But you have to raise your state, So if you hate your job, and the only thing you like is Carol, maybe you only like Carol from 2 cubicles over, then focus on Carol, right? Focus on the one thing that you can enjoy and like about it. You have to start looking for things. And yes, it requires work. You have to look for things to enjoy about it. But if you can do that, then you're raising your vibration. You're opening up to something new at the same time without having to just leave something behind, right? Without being left with nothing. So I think it's more about changing your state that you're in. Even if you're in a situation that you want to leave, then it is so much about just leaving, right? And that's what I would do here. Again, act as if. If you have a job that you hate, act as if you love it. If you're single and you hate it, act as if you're in a relationship, right? Do the things that people do that you want to be with that card. You have the Two of Cups. I feel like a perfect match is coming in for you. I feel like the faster you change your state, like I said, the faster you're going to manifest or create something that you actually want, work or business-wise, especially with the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is like you and your higher self. It's about matching, your energy matching basically with your higher self. So I definitely get that matching energy here on this card. And I feel like I feel happiness here as well, which is weird. I don't normally say that on the Two of Cups, but I do feel a certain level of happiness coming in for you. It could also be love, but I don't really see this as a love reading. And finally, you have the Four of Cups. Again, I feel like you're manifesting the steps of what you desire to have in your life. So let's dig into this Capricorn, and let's see what is going on for you. With the High Priestess, you have the Queen of Wands. For some reason, I thought you had the Queen of Wands. You don't. Queen of Wands is about being bold, being assertive, really going for something that you desire or want to have in life. So I kind of feel, and everybody's had this. Why? Why is the question. Why has everyone had the Queen of Wands? because again, I think fortune favors the bold right now. It's like, it's pretty obvious to me, just looking at the astrology as well, that really if we want something, we really have to go for it. The problem is, it's like, imagine if you had a blindfold on and someone told you you were walking on a tightrope, right? But imagine if the tightrope was on the ground. It's like, that's how I see the astrology right now, where it's like things seem way riskier than they actually are, is what I'm trying to say. And we have to take the risk of being blindfolded and walking across the tightrope, but it's really just a piece of rope that's laying on the ground, if that makes sense. And that's how I see this for you, where it's like there could be a risk that isn't a risk for you to take. And very interesting. That's all I'm going to say about that. With the Two of Swords, you have the Eight of Wands, quick success coming in for you. Like I said, I feel like success is coming quickly to those who are bold, assertive. You also have the Star wanting to pop out here. There you go, love it. So I feel like there's like quick success for everyone, but again, we have to take a risk that isn't really a risk. Let's dig into this more. And again, she's pointing to a star on the Seven of Cups. With the Seven of Cups, you have the Emperor. I would just say come up with a plan and stick with it. I mean, are you kidding me? Capricorn, all the energy that was in Capricorn for the past several years, right? Literally, Capricorn does not care what we do. I've been saying for a long time. Capricorn just, the Saturn energy, we had Saturn in Capricorn a few years ago now, and it was there for 3 years, but I always say, like, that energy to me, it's like if you want to get fit, for example, just make an agreement with the universe. Say, I'm going to do 1 push-up a day. And that might sound ridiculous, but you're making an agreement with the universe. If you stick to the agreement, you're going to get fit. The secret is you're not going to just do 1 push-up a day. If you start doing 1 push-up, it's going to get easy. Then you're going to do 2. Then you're going to do 3. Then you're going to do 4. Then you're going to start running or something like that, right? But we have to stick to the agreement, whatever it is. I always tell people it's like the best time to pay off debt is like Saturn and Capricorn, because if you make an agreement and say, okay, I'm just going to pay what I can when I can, and then you stick to that schedule, then, the universe is going to say, oh, well, they're serious. They've learned from the Saturn Capricorn energy, so it's like we might as well make them successful. And again, just because Saturn isn't in your sign any longer doesn't mean you can't still do this. So, I would do it with that Emperor energy. Emperor is about having a plan and just sticking to it. With the Chariot, you have the Six of Wands, success, major victory coming in for you here. I mean, 2 cards of victory right on top of each other. And the Six of Wands card of excellence as well. There's like a lot of positive attention here. With the Ace of Wands, you have the Hermit. The Hermit represents climbing to the top of a mountain and shining your inner light. He has the star in his lantern normally. I always say with the Hermit, it's a good card because you've gained wisdom, but sometimes I feel like he needs to let his star out. He needs to shine his inner light. With the Queen of Swords, you have the Page of Pentacles. It's like good news coming in for you here, Capricorn. So I feel like there's good news coming in. We might look into that more. With the Ten of Swords, Ace of Wands, love it. I feel like there's like a new beginning coming in for you here. Ten of Swords says something is dead, done, over with. I always say on the back of the Ace of Wands, normally there's a castle that is crumbling. It's kind of like the old life, right? And the Ace of Wands represents the new, inspiring, fresh growth. And that's what I feel like is coming in for you here. But usually with the Ace of Wands, we have to move towards our inspirations. Like Ace of Wands is inspiring. It says maybe you hop into the shower and have a crazy idea to write a book. Write the book. Maybe you hop into the shower and have a crazy idea to start a guinea pig farm. Do it with the Ace of Wands. It's like a crazy idea, but usually it's very successful. With the Two of Cups, you have the Ten of Cups. I'm telling you right now, Capricorn, I wouldn't be surprised if you fell in love this year. Maybe not this week, but as I think I said this in your 2022 reading, that you might be saying, hell no, I'm never going to have love again. And, usually that's exactly when it shows up, right? And so for some of you, it would not surprise me if this year, if you met someone who you really enjoy, someone who's very special to you. So I do feel like there could be a very strong connection coming in for you here. And with the Four of Cups, you have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is a turnaround. It is also a gift from the universe. The Six of Cups represents obstacles, as far as a gift is concerned, it represents obstacles being removed from your life. And I definitely see that here, where it's kind of like certain obstacles that have been holding you back for a long time could be being removed from your life. Could also be a soulmate coming in for you. You have pretty much everything here. Aries, Aquarius, Pisces, Fire, Virgo, Cancer, Earth. You have everything here. So if you're looking for love, it could be any sign, but I do feel like there could be a soulmate. Again, I love the Two of Cups and the Six of Cups together. They're together right here in a reading for love because, again, to me, in the Ten of Cups, this to me is like true love, a true love type situation. So if you're looking for love, or even if you're not, I feel like it's coming, right? And again, as I always like to remind people, if you truly don't want love and someone shows up, you don't have to, accept it into your life. But, I do feel like it's coming. This is a really good reading, Capricorn. I love this. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.